What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the greatest city in the world, Wrestling City. As always, we are your host. I'm Taylor,
And I'm Ryler.
and this is your Saturday night's main event review for January 25th, 2025. We are doing this a day later because Ryler had to work last night, so he didn't even get to see the show.
I
I
did
was able to
not. I did not.
I was able to watch the show live, and I think we can all agree that these are pretty much just a glorified house show. I mean, we had some great wrestling on the show, but there were no title changes. I mean, that's what you would expect at a house show. So, but
hmm
I mean, either way, I enjoyed the show. So, I mean, I guess that's all that really
I think it's a
matters.
quick little. It's a nice little addition to the what we usually see. But yeah, don't expect anything too crazy. Hopefully, you have learned your lesson with these past two ones. Okay, this is just where they buffer. They make the title reigns bigger going into the actual PLEs, and that's basically this entire thing. A lot of it was hyping up stuff going into the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, Yeah, so we kicked off the show with Nia Jax and Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship match. Obviously, Rhea Ripley retained. I think everybody assumed that that was going to happen, and it did. But I mean, the match was great. I mean, Nia Jax isn't really known for having a great match, but it's like every time she's in the ring with Nia Jax, it's always entertaining. I mean, just like their match at Elimination Chamber last year. So but I mean, they did a good job making Rhea Ripley look strong. She had a couple of moves on Nia Jax where she had like a couple power bombs. She had a code red on Nia Jax at one point, and then that was pretty much it. So
Yeah, it seems like it was okay. Like I said, I didn't get to actually see this match, but the right person won. And I think that Nia Jax going to Raw, I think it's weird that she like already kind of lost her she lost this match. I don't see her beating Rhea Ripley for it anytime soon. But the fact that she can have a new set of fresh opponents is a nice little touch. So I think it's good for what it is.
yeah, I'm not entirely sure that Nia Jax has officially moved to Raw yet. I don't think they've ever made like a announcement on
She
that,
just
but
came out just to yeah, fair enough.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I talked about this in the video when it happened. Like, why the hell is Nia Jax going after Rhea Ripley when she just lost her title to Tiffany Stratton?
Yeah,
So
it is kinda weird.
yeah, the booking the decision there was, I don't know, but after that we had Braun Breaker defending his Intercontinental Championship against Sheamus, and which I thought this was the match of the night. Um, and Braun Breaker did retain. Now, we didn't make predictions for this show. Just I don't know. We just didn't decide to do it because we know that this is a glorified house show. But I did upload my predictions onto my Twitter account, and I actually predicted Sheamus to win this match. I just thought that we everybody wants to see him win the Intercontinental
Mhm.
Championship, and I do too. And I thought that we'd get it here because I mean, why not just have a title change here? Because there's always been these reports where Braun Breaker might go after I don't know, like Goldberg next, but I don't
He
know.
might end up facing him, and I get it because Sheamus, yes, the only title that's actually eluded him throughout his career, the Intercontinental Championship. So it will be nice seeing him when he hopefully wins it. But at the same time, if Braun Breaker lost this match, that would have not been good for his momentum because he had that one loss against Zayn, which, Sammy Hogan, and so
Yeah.
people didn't like that. And then he lost against Jey Uso. So then if he wins the title again and then loses against Sheamus, I get that was a few months ago, So I guess it wouldn't have been like we're just being wrestling fans. Oh, he's buried, He wouldn't be buried, but it still would have affected his momentum, I think. So I get why they did it, but even then, it wasn't at least a Sheamus looked very strong in this match, and you knew it was going to be a good match. It's Braun Breaker and Sheamus,
Yeah.
banger after banger after banger, and this was another banger.
Yeah, and then my only question is now, I guess, is I mean, how many more times does Sheamus get an opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship? Because last night was his 10th attempt
Ooh, 10th?
to
Is that
get
his
the
career or like
yes, his career.
wow.
Michael Cole said that, and I
Yeah.
was like, dude, this is 10th attempt. I mean, how many times does this guy have to try to get the Intercontinental Championship? I mean, yeah, we could see it at WrestleMania, but I don't know if I want to see this feud go on for another 3 to 4 months. I mean, I
I
feel like
think
this
they
feud's
could do
been
a revisiting, and then they could do a like what they did with Ziggler and Miz, where it was like last chance title shot. If he doesn't win this match, then he won't be able to compete again for the IC title or something. And they could do that going into WrestleMania, but I don't know what they're gonna do in between then is the issue.
yeah, I don't know. Hopefully Sheamus can get that achievement before he retires because that, like you said, that is the only title that he hasn't won. So, I mean, yeah, it'd be great to see it happen at WrestleMania. So,
You wanna know what'd be great that I just thought of? I know they're touring or they're touring Europe, before WrestleMania. What if I wonder if they have a stop that's near Ireland. Do they have any sort of I don't know what their confirmed countries are, but Sheamus winning right before WrestleMania and then them going into it and having, like, some sort of, like, crazy stipulation type rematch? I think that would be pretty good.
yeah, I mean, I I think they're going to be in like the UK and like Germany and I think
Mhm.
Italy at one point. I might be wrong though. I'm not sure, but yeah, they are going on that tour like right
Mhm.
before. It's like in March. So I mean, yeah, that is a
Maybe?
possibility. So
Yeah,
right after
hopefully,
that,
man.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Right after that, we had the contract signing between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. This is a segment that I also enjoyed. Shawn Michaels. Let's see here. So Shawn Michaels gets on the mic and he says he has one job, which is to get the contract signed and the match between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed Championship. He was there to make it happen. He introduced Owens and then Rhodes. They had a tense stare down. I mean, they went like 5 minutes where they just looked at each other, didn't say a single word. And then Cody Rhodes signed the contract, and then Kevin Owens went to go sign it, and he kind of just like stopped, and he was like, "No, wait a minute." And did you see the shirt that Kevin Owens wore last night?
No, I did not.
His shirt says Cody sucks eggs.
He has always the best shirts. He had the what was it the other week? The like what was it like the Canadian dream of a what was it again? Like electrician or something?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it
was
was something like that. And
it
then
was some
this
very weird one that was, just talking about obviously playing off of the American dream, Dusty Rhodes and Cody. So
yeah.
his shirts are pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, he wore the Cowboy Bob Orton shirt one time. On Friday night, he wore a Naomi T-shirt when he fought Jimmy Uso.
Mhm.
So that guy's just nothing but a huge troll. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed this segment. I enjoy a Cody Rhodes promo when he has that intensity in him, and
Uh-huh.
he showed this to last night in his promo with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens talked about how Cody Rhodes said that Kevin Owens will always 10 times out of 10 take the easy way out. And Kevin Owens said that really, well, I didn't do that at Bash in Berlin when your knee was hurt. And then he mentioned how Cody Rhodes was the one that quit when times got tough. And then he came back and obviously became WWE champion. And then Cody Rhodes was like, dude, just shut up. Like, stop talking about the past. This is right now. I mean, that was pretty much it. And then Kevin Owens finally signed the contract, and then um, Shawn Michaels got hit in the back So then Kevin Owens tried to hit him with a package power driver, and then Cody Rhodes like super kicked him, and then Shawn Michaels hit Kevin Owens with the Sweet Chin Music, and that was pretty much it. It was it was an entertaining segment for what it was. So
Good way to add to their going into the Rumble for sure.
mhm.
Shawn Michaels, yeah, like it was kind of funny. Like he also said, with the Winged Eagle title, he was like, "Oh, I look better with this than you ever did." I
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
it would have been cool to see them face off back in the day. But
Hmm.
yeah, this was basically just like you said, like a house show thing to build to it. So for what it was good.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that match next weekend. Man, I can't wait. uh,
Ooh, okay. Next up.
yeah, next up we had Braun Strowman versus the Samoan Werewolf Jacob Fatu. This match didn't last very long because Jacob Fatu just decided to completely destroy Braun Strowman. I mean, I was getting Bronson Reed vibes from that episode of Raw where he took out Seth Rollins, and dude, that was insane what
Yeah,
he
I
did to
think it
him.
was it was a great way to build up Jacob Fatu, and I
Yeah.
think the thing is also before this, his entrance was fantastic. The
Mm-hmm.
aura that this man has already is unbelievable, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
He was what's his I always mix them up. It's Tomatonga.
Thomas. Yeah.
Yes, he was coming out, it was backstage, and Jacob Fatu comes out, he's following him. I forget what exactly. He's saying some stuff talking about. Do you remember what he was saying? He there he was
I don't.
basically just talking his trash, and it reminded me a lot of Reigns when he would come down to the ring, after that when he had that one specific was it can no man knock me. He's you
Oh
know what I'm
yeah,
talking about.
yeah,
If you know, you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
And he gives off that type of aura. He seems like a very he could be the future, honestly. I could totally see that. The
yeah.
crowd, he was getting so over that the crowd was chanting Fatu. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've ever seen that actually happen in WWE. So he's already getting so far. So going into this match, I thought was the best part.
Yeah, I mean the crowd was so into him. They were chanting
Mhm.
Fatu. They were chanting one more time when he was going for the. I mean, what's that move called where the guy's like sitting in the corner and then he just runs up and
I don't know what it's called, but yeah, I know it's I don't think it says it
it's
either,
what
but
all
it
the
hip
Samoan.
attack is just what it says, but
Yeah,
yes.
I mean he hit like I think it was 6 or 7 hip attacks and Braun Strowman started like bleeding from the mouth.
Yeah, it says we're at about 8 or 9. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, 8 or 9 hip attacks, and then he just wouldn't stop. And then the referee Dan Angler, he just that referee just has issues with like every bloodline member. I just think they need to stop putting him in a match where he has to officiate a match with a bloodline member because it's like every time he's always getting thrown out of the ring or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Uh-huh.
and then he threw Dan Angler out of the ring, and then he um at that point, the ref was like, "Okay, you know what? Fuck off! I'm ringing the bell." Braun Strowman did win this match by disqualification,
Mhm.
but hell, I mean, if you want to make a star, that right there is how you do it. I mean,
Yeah, it's a great way. And plus, I mean, Braun, I feel bad for Braun on one hand because he used to be so over. He was in Braun, like you were saying with Braun, or what? No, you were saying that with Bronson Reed attacking Rollins.
yeah,
But I was thinking of when Braun was doing that to Roman Reigns back in like 2017 or whatever, because
yeah,
Jacob specifically says something during the match where he says that he's not finished with him. He just keeps coming back and attacking him, doing hip attack, whatever it's officially called,
hmm
over and over. So he wasn't finished with him, and he's doing it to Braun Strowman. It's weird that he's on the other side of that situation now, but at least he didn't get pinned, I guess.
yeah. I mean, this is the second time where Braun Strowman is. making a star out of somebody else. He did it with with Bronson Reed too, when he had Bronson Reed
Mhm.
power slam him through that car. So yeah,
Yeah,
Braun
that's
Strowman is
fair.
pretty much there to put the next big guy over. So I enjoyed that though. That was some great TV right there. But next up, we had the main event. It was Gunther defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Jey Uso. And as we expected, and still, your World Heavyweight Champion is Gunther. Now, I mean, what's next for Jey Uso at this point?
Yeah, that's a good question, man, because he's done stuff for the IC title. You know, I don't think he's going to take it off Braun anytime soon. I mean, he lost the rematch too against him, if I'm not mistaken, right? Didn't they do a rematch already?
I
And
think so. Yeah.
so now he's lost his match against Gunther. Uh, I don't
Three
see them
times now.
trading him to SmackDown because Damian Priest just got drafted to SmackDown, and who else you were talking with that? If y'all don't know, Taylor
The
uploaded a video
Miz.
the other day recapping all of this. Yes, The Miz. So they trade, but it's gotta find something, man, because he is. That's a good question. I don't know what he's going to be doing going into WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, and the Royal Rumble's coming up, and WWE uploaded some video of him like walking backstage after the match, and he was like, "Well, I guess I got to win the Royal Rumble now." I'm sorry, Jay, but you are not winning the Royal Rumble.
No, you
So,
could put him in your predictions, bro. Come on.
no, he is not in my predictions. He's not even sniffing my predictions for the men's Royal Rumble match. So, but I mean, yeah, I mean, now with Gunther, this match was okay. I think it was the best match that these two had. I mean, this was their third match against each other, and Gunther has won all three of them. So
Mhm.
I just hope at this point we can get some new faces for Gunther, because this is what this new faces, new opponents is what this title reign needs. Because I've seen a lot of people on social media talking about how this title reign hasn't been that good, but and then I started thinking about this last night, how it's like this entire title reign, world title reign for Gunther so far is where he has all this confidence going into his next match, and
Mhm.
then with Cody Rhodes beat him, that he lost his confidence, and then he had to get it back with Damian Priest. And then before this match tonight, he was talking about Jey Uso, where he's nothing but just a mascot, and he's he's nothing compared to Gunther. But then after the match, Gunther had that look on his face, like, "Wow, I guess I underestimated you." So, they're playing that story with Gunther during this title reign, and I enjoy it. So,
It's good. That's the issue, unfortunately, with long title reigns. We had this same issue with Roman Reigns, obviously, at one point. People,
mhm.
like, especially at this time, like Royal Rumble last year, people were like, oh, I'm so done with this. Like, because Gunther, he's beaten basically everybody that's on the Raw roster. I mean, he was on SmackDown as IC champion, but a lot of the SmackDown people now are on Raw that he feuded with. I mean,
Yeah,
McIntyre, Sheamus. Um, so I don't know. I don't know who's next for him. Maybe Penta. I don't know. Maybe not for WrestleMania, but maybe for Elimination Chamber.
yeah. I
Maybe
mean,
that's too early for him though. I just don't know who else would be a believable threat for him. I guess we'll find out. On
mhm.
next week or tomorrow on Raw.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully we get somebody that can. I don't know. Yeah, because I'm trying to think of who he could face, and I mean nobody's coming to mind right now that I think would be a believable threat for Gunther in that
Yeah,
world title. I mean, the
I
only
think they're
person I can.
saving CM Punk is who they need to do at WrestleMania. So they need to do some quick feud in between.
Yeah, Yeah. So, but I mean, other than that, that was pretty much it. Like I said, it was just a glorified house show on TV, but it's still enjoyable. I enjoyed what we got last night, and I think we're getting like 3 more of these this year. I think they do like one like every
Yeah,
quarter of the year. So
yeah.
I guess I've learned my lesson not to predict a new champion at these shows. So I think going forward, I just won't do that anymore. So,
And then next one, it's gonna be
but
like new champion, new champion, new champion.
no, I think I'll just stick to champions retaining from now on as the Saturday night's main event. But I mean, that's pretty much it from our review for Saturday night's main event. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 300 subscribers. We would love to get to that mark before the Royal Rumble. It is a week away, but we can't get to that mark if you don't hit that subscribe button. It only takes like 5 seconds of your time. And hit that notifications bell to turn on notifications so you will get uploaded whenever we drop new videos. We've been dropping a lot of content here recently. We've been doing a lot of reaction videos. You guys seem to love those. Those are getting some good numbers. So we will continue to do more of those. And I guess next time we'll see you is for the Raw review and then our Royal Rumble predictions. And I cannot wait for that video.
It's
It's going to be
time,
a good
man.
one.
Yeah.
So it is. It's crazy that we're already here. Well, that's pretty much it. So until then, we'll see you guys next time in the greatest city in the world, Wrestling City. Peace.